and welcome to episode 200 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
Where the white women at?
And we are your hosts with the post. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic, as chosen by Kyle, is Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
A very fitting episode for our...
For 200. Yeah,
for 200.
Sure.
We finally decided that the blacks deserve an episode. And it's going to be a doozy, folks. We're excited about it. We are 200 episodes in, and almost that many bonus episodes. So really, this is uncalculable episodes we've done.
I believe
close to 400 would be my guess. But as far as the main show goes, the one that really keeps the light on somewhere, that would be the main feed, as we call it. We're happy to be here, folks. It's going to be a good one. We have a lot of exciting stuff to cover. We have some folks joining us live here right now on our Zoom call. They're in the chat. They're probably chatting away. Can't see myself what they're saying. We have 3 laptops set up for this situation, which is at least 3 too many. I don't know why, but I think you guys will see, because we put some actual production and thought into this one. But we'll see how that pans out if Christian remembers to touch the right buttons and use the mouse correctly.
The right mouse.
Leroy.
Got 2 mice over here. This is not a real show, but here we go. Yeah. Now, 200 episodes. What's been the best one so far?
Boy, that's tough.
Sound off in the chat. And again, I can't see it, so it's irrelevant.
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it. The best one to me, I still like the bodybuilding one that we did very early on. I think that's when we really caught. That was like when the idea behind what the show was really caught on.
Okay. Yeah, bodybuilding. That was 2018. If that sounds right.
Early on, yep. I was still married.
Yeah.
The BD in my life. Yes.
Yeah, that was a fun era. That was when we would get plastered every single episode. And folks, for old time's sake, we're probably going to do the same thing tonight.
Some folks are talking here in the chat. Tampa John says diapers.
Diapers, episode 50, I believe.
Yep, that's for sure.
Famous one.
Jessica says 9/11 is what she shows everybody. Pink champagne was the selling point for Riley.
Dumpster diving episode, I believe.
Yeah. Incest, it keeps getting better from Ashton. Boy. Yeah, Cole says big dumpster diving fan. Brad, something awful. Jizz Clown D&D, the storefront episode. Stormfront. Okay, but
haven't done that one.
We haven't done that one yet.
All right.
But Funko Pop, Short Man.
Oh, yeah, the Manlets episode was really good. Hey, folks, there's a lot of them out there. Go back to the archives if you haven't listened to every single one of them yet. In fact, pause this if you are not watching this. Go listen to all the ones we recommended, because we're going to bring all of them up strategically throughout the episode.
There will be a test.
Yeah. But as for this week's episode, our live 200th episode, why did Kyle... one of our wonderful listeners, why did he choose Black Lives Matter as a topic?
Well, I emailed Kyle and he wrote back, I chose BLM because as much as I support the cause, there's a lot of internet bullshit regarding the topic. The blue-haired demographic has certainly enjoyed getting their non-gendered underwear misogynistically bunched about it. I have never... Or, no, it's misogynist. What is it?
Oh, boy.
Oh, come on, help me out here. Thank you.
I knew that would be a tough one, which is why I left it
200 episodes. I never donated to the national organization, but journalists have exposed the lead organizers as white-collar criminals who embezzled funds from the organization while leaving their local chapters high and dry.
Correct.
I forget what exactly made me want to hear you tear this hashtag apart, but I knew there'd be some super juicy gems.
Yeah.
I don't like that phrase.
Super juicy gems. Like a lot of the ladies involved with the Black Lives Matter organization.
That's their name.
Yeah.
They have different gemstone names for sure.
So Kyle went over to reportthispost.com, smashed that buy topic button, and he got his topic added to the schedule. You can do that too if you want to buy an episode topic, or you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/report this post, at the mod level for $10 a month, or at the admin level for $25 a month. You can read all about it over there if you haven't already. Chances are you have, because most likely you're a patron watching or listening to this right now.
Fingers crossed.
And for folks who might be watching this on YouTube, you are catching just the free first 30-ish or so or whatever. The full show is available only to Patreon members. Before we get to our posts that we have prepared, I told our listeners that are joining us live that they can read some posts if they have any. Well, you're going to have to wait till the end of the show, because I don't want to disrupt anything with the meandering stuff you guys are going to pull up. And plus, I don't want any of you guys to pull something that I have already picked. And then that would send Christian into such a spiral. I couldn't even tell you.
It has been a rough afternoon putting this together, so no.
The whole thing just stopped working like an hour ago, just for no reason. So, and theoretically, it's working now. Again, I can't see. Everyone could be panicking.
Tell.
It could be just SOS left and right in the chat. Don't know. We're going to keep doing it anyway.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We spent a couple years doing this show essentially for ourselves anyway, so what's the difference? The old throwback to that.
Great.
Let's get started with some posts, folks.
Terrific. A gentleman went to Facebook to post this. Just in case anyone was wondering, Black Lives Matter organization is racist and has a Marxist agenda per public statement from the founders. If you don't understand what that means, I suggest you read the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx so you will have a full understanding of what you are supporting. They are anti-religion, anti-private property, and communist countries are responsible for the murder/genocide of tens of millions of people, and primarily their own countrymen. If you doubt that statement, I challenge you to research Vladimir Lenin, whose policies were based off of Karl Marx.
Mm-hmm.
If you doubt that statement, I suggest you read Vladimir's book, State and Revolution.
Okay.
Socialism leads to communism, and communism leads to death. I believe a large portion of people only support socialism because they are too lazy to go out and get a dang job. So, I encourage you to read some books and go to work. After all, success comes from hard work, not luck. Have a great day, everyone.
Oh, that's a nice way to end that. So, yeah, I saw a lot of posts similar to this on the old interwebs.
Sure.
Regarding Black Lives Matter. Folks seem to have a lot of strong opinions about it. A lot of negative ones, as I think we'll find out through almost every other post on this.
Almost primarily negative, yeah.
The positive ones are mostly confusing, if I recall correctly. But hey, I guess we'll get to those when we get to them. Yeah, the whole Marxist thing, it seems like some of them are, but I don't really know. But they're Marxists, except they have mansions.
How'd they be doing that?
Yeah. I guess it turned out the green lives matter. Money?
Like the Army Men from Toy Story.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And the Army Men, by the way, those are based off the actual, like the Army Men toys. They're not from Toy Story necessarily. You know, it's like, oh, they like that Mr. Potato Head doll from Toy Story.
Everything,
you know,
just piled to a point. Everything.
Cool. Hey, let's head on over to reddit.com. I found this post over on the subreddit r/conspiracy. Black Lives Matter is actually a very clever name for an organization with an agenda. If you attack the organization, they make it seem like you're disagreeing with the name, and thus you do not agree that Black Lives Matter. Any criticism of the org, its agenda, and the methods it uses to fulfill that agenda instantly makes you racist. How convenient. Imagine creating an org called Stop Eating Babies and then rioting and looting stores in the name of SEB. If you criticize the actions of SEB, you are pro-baby eating. Seriously, what is wrong with you? Do you not agree that baby eating is bad? You must be a baby cannibal. And Zweidunkeljugen responded, suspicious name, that one, all part of the Marxist plan. Have BLM scream at peaceful people eating lunch because they aren't in the streets with them, causing further divide and making more militancy on both sides. They are useful idiots that will be disposed of when the time comes. They are just too dumb to see it. Never give up your guns. It's the only way to stop it. Now that's
cool.
a turn I didn't expect.
No, that's The stop eating babies thing is pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. The yelling at people, eating lunch thing.
Yeah.
I have a personal story on that because
Oh,
I
really?
went to college with a woman who was filmed screaming at people eating lunch during the Black Lives Matter protests in Pittsburgh. And she
Okay.
went so far as to pick up somebody's beer that they were drinking and like chug it in front of them as like a show of a. And she recently died of a heroin overdose.
Oh, God. Well, that's a little too common up there, in those parts.
Yeah, Central PA loves to shoot up heroin. It's really good.
Hey, I was just up there, folks. Did not have heroin, but
Wow, you're missing out.
certainly did chug some beers, I can tell you that much. Not for political reasons. It's because I'm a lush.
Cool.
Never give up your guns. That's what we learned here, somehow. Don't know how guns were involved with all that, but...
I think it's mostly because somebody wants to shoot
oh, that's right.
African-American people.
Mostly other African-American people, if you guys have seen the stats on that.
Yeah, okay. Hey, speaking of stuff like that, I found this on a Facebook page called Trump Country, ! A conservative group, !
Now, to be fair, this says Trump County,
Oh, county, I'm sorry.
which is weird.
well,
That's-
yeah, Trump County. Okay, yeah.
I don't know why it would be county. Country is...
Makes more sense, but I think
Certainly.
this is more of a county as in a more country
Oh,
sort
I
of
see.
thing.
But
So,
so what would be more country than the word country is county?
yes. Like a county fair.
Right, but wouldn't the word country imply country?
I don't think so.
Okay.
A user posted this. I was never racist before, but as of the last 5 years, I definitely am. I'm sick and tired of hearing Black Lives Matter. I don't care about their lives. Simple as that.
Okay.
And I want to note that the profile image for Trump County is literally just the Confederate flag. It's just like a pixelated JPEG of the Confederate flag.
This guy, most open-minded San Francisco liberal on the planet 5 years ago, drinking his freaking latte with his, in his yurt, and having a good old lib time over there.
Yours actually rock.
Okay, hippie.
Speaking of latte, though,
Oh, yeah?
they are doing. Have you seen the Bud Latte?
I have. I'm not a fan of that. It's confusing. The messaging is not.
The messaging is off because it's not coffee.
It's not coffee. I mean, there are laws about that. As someone who's made beer labels before, I can tell you can get in some heat. So I don't know how they got away with it.
Hey, big Bud, right, folks?
Hey, you're my big bud. You know that?
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, user Resident Evil 7 posted a thread titled "Female BLM Founders Buy $6 Million Mansion with Donation Money" on the website goingyourownway.com, a MGTOW forum. MGTOW. 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 This is one reason why I never give money to any nonprofit group, and it's because they're all scams. They just want your money so they can live it up in their mansion, drinking fine wine and having fun while lives like mine struggle with money. No way. I knew that Black Lives Matter was a terrible organization. What have they done to help anyone in America except themselves? If you criticize them for anything, they call you a racist or a sexist, yet they're allowed to exploit donations for their personal gain? These are also the same people who looted, burned down stores and houses, carjacked, and made trouble with cops, and they benefited. Screw these Marxist lowlifes.
There it is again.
And user The Captain said, "Black horrors matter, don't they?"
Yes. Well,
Okay.
podcast.
User MGTOWER suggested his own ideas for what BLM stands for. Blacks laundering money, or blacks loving money.
Hell yeah.
So, whereas user SlowHandF offered this, Biden's laptop matters, which is
You gotta
topical,
slip it in there somewhere.
which is topical, but
Yeah,
seems
it's-
completely unrelated to.
Very cool. Very cool.
Boy, that Hunter Biden, man, that Guy's never seen a camera he didn't like. Put his dick and balls in front of.
Well, I'm in a sensory deprivation tank. I better film myself smoking crack. Which, you know what? Go off, King. Whatever.
I mean, he is the most egregious example of white privilege I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, sure. He's gonna keep getting
son
away
of a
with it.
president, and he just can do whatever he wants.
As he should. I think he's, and he's hot, and I would let him draw me, so that's fine.
Yeah, I could see that, but I can just picture a really rough musk on that fella,
Oh yeah, he has an unwashed. He's got a Kmart shopper kind of smell to him for sure. Yeah.
But the ladies love that, especially I guess his niece or whatever. He's banging various family members, from what 4chan told me, and they've yet to steer me wrong to this point.
Especially with anything politics. That's right. Yeah, really cool. Oh, that's good. Well, Hunter Biden, take care of yourself over there. I do really like blacks laundering money. That is a very funny. The idea that is, that they're using that to launder money is really good.
I mean, apparently, seems to be fairly accurate.
We will get to the bottom of this.
I don't know why Black Whores Matter was said. It doesn't even really doesn't seem to work at all.
Tune into our new podcast.
Great to hear from our friends over at MGTOW, huh? It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think we just got sick of doing that.
Sure did.
Great. Well,
had to bring it back.
200 episodes. Got to bring back all the shit that we hate doing.
Stay tuned.
Just tie it in.
Now, we'll get back to this post in a second, but first, this episode of Report This Post is brought to you by Manscaped. It's officially summertime, and everybody talks about looking good for the warmer months, but few have the balls to do it. Well, it's time to nut up or shut up and take the easiest step to looking sexy this summer by using Manscaped. Now, Manscaped's Ultra Smooth package makes sure you have the proper care for down there, and their Boxers 2.0 gives you the perfect stage to show off the new look.
That's right. These products may make you look hot, but your cleanly shaved nether regions will keep you cool, and the Boxer 2.0 patented jewel pouch trademark technology will keep your boys from turning any beach day into a swamp day. The Ultra Smooth package is a specialized 3-step groin shaving kit to help you buff, protect, and smooth your most sensitive areas. I'm talking crop shaver razor, crop exfoliator, and crop gel. This kit is the perfect polish to make your family jewels shine. Hey, step 1, fellas, slap on the crop exfoliator, which can help reduce the risk of ingrown hairs in your delicate places and is infused with ingredients that can soothe, clear, and keep the skin on and around your groin feeling refreshed. Step 2, apply the crop gel so you can see where you're shaving with their unique clear shaving gel just for the groin. It's called your delicate area for a reason. This is one place you do not want to go into blind. And step 3, whack those weeds with the crop shaver, which was designed for shaving the groin area with confidence. This razor has 3 precision blades, which include extra wide lubricating strips and a pivoting head for the ultimate groin grooming experience. Horrible phrase. All 3 of these vegan, cruelty-free, and sulfate-free products are included, so you know your manhood is in good hands and without compromise.
Once you have your hog in prize-worthy condition, grab yourself a pair of the Manscaped Boxers 2.0. Now, these are ultra-soft, moisture-wicking, cooling, anti-chafing masterpieces fit for a king and made for your royal scepter. Get 20% off plus free shipping using the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping using the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. There are so few perfect summer days. Don't let hot, sweaty balls ruin them. Stay fresh, clean, and smelling good with Manscaped.
You know, corporations really came out to show support after George Floyd got murdered there a couple years ago. Some of them did it better than others.
George Floyd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Popeye's Chicken tweeted this in the summer after George Floyd was killed. Popeyes is nothing without black lives. Well, you can imagine that the optics on that particular tweet were pretty fucking bad.
That was so good.
So it quickly got deleted and replaced with, "We are nothing without black lives. There's room for injustice. We commit to strengthen every facet and there's no room for injustice, excuse me. We commit to strengthen every facet of our culture and policies to foster an environment where equality for black people is a priority. We'll use our platform to support this movement. DJ T-Man 2020, which I assume stands for Donald J. Trump Man, and has a bio that reads, reporting on the best and funniest aspects of America, USA Trump 2020 MAGA get her done, replied to that with, if it weren't for those black lives, who would fry all the chicken?
Well, brother, as someone who has frequented a Popeyes or two, that is a fair question. As I can tell you, diversity-wise, they're lacking.
They're batting 100. Oh, yeah.
Well, or 0, depending on what your definition of diversity is.
Yeah, what your metrics are, for sure.
Oh, brother, I have not been to Popeyes in way too long. That's unfortunate.
Remember when a guy died in the parking lot of the Popeyes by our house?
Yeah, a guy blew his brains out in the parking lot or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he died. Yeah. He died of natural causes in the parking lot of the
Well,
Popeyes.
same with George Floyd, if I recall correctly. I wasn't paying too much attention that summer, but I think he just had, just a natural heart attack or something like that.
His asthma really, really acted up.
His heartburn. Whoa. Boy, it came at him that day. Too much Popeyes spicy chicken. Go to Popeyes.com. Use... Okay. Hey, a white gentleman named Brian posted this thread over on Twitter. This is a good one, folks. It's kind of a doozy. Revenge for slavery. # Black Lives Matter. My mother and I are white atheists who have decided to serve as cum sluts for black Muslims as a way to pay reparations for slavery towards blacks. I am a male, age 38, and she is 68. Last night, I enjoyed deep-throating a Muslim's big black cock whilst my mother licked his asshole. She was sore after and then cried out in orgasm while another Muslim man fucked her from behind. We then mutually decided to support black Muslim rape of my asshole. We walk outside and I start shaking in fear and anticipation as his black Muslim brothers pour out of the mosque. That's a visual right there. Immediately after leaving the mosque, all of the black Muslims drag me into a nearby alleyway where they start taking turns on my sore-ass cunt. I feel like they found their man. Some black men take turns on me in the alleyway, even going so far as pinning my legs to the ground so I can't even try to wriggle away. A black man picks me up and violently slams me down on the alleyway pavement. He comes in my asshole in one more shot before I feel myself slurring to a stop and hitting the ground. The black men drag my white sissy ass into a nearby door arch and start feeding me their cum until my eyes roll back in my head. The two elders were already out of my ass by the time I cleared my head and looked around to see my mother unconscious on the floor, still being fucked. As I slowly began to slip to unconsciousness myself from the continuous brutal fucking and skull fucking I'm receiving, I smile with joy. This just feels so right. So.
Cool.
Twitter. Too bad Elon is not buying this website anymore. Well, this is free. This is perfect example of free speech run amok, I tell you.
Brian, thank you for sharing your rape fantasy, your disgusting rape fantasy in support of Black Lives Matter. Don't know what we would do without you over there on Twitter.com. The site just would not be the same without talking about your ruined boy cunt or whatever.
Some sort of sissy cum-filled hole or something like that.
I wasn't really paying attention too much. I was just kind of hanging out mostly.
I was just sweating with joy thinking about it. Just those guys pouring out. It's like
one of those old animations where it's just
exactly.
The same
I'm thinking, yeah, just the guys all running frames. Out. But just black Muslim big cocked guys just slamming into, and he's on the ground. He's got birds around his head being knocked unconscious as he's getting pounded in his sissy cunt.
Oh boy! All right. Got a lot of comments in the here. Great post, fellas. Thanks, Jessica.
Hey, happy to help. That's why we're here.
we wouldn't be here without you. So technically, this is your fault. So thanks.
God.
Well, moving on from that, this was
We have
posted
to.
by user Jesse Concepts over on the subreddit for the Marvel show The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Has its entire subreddit for it.
Sure.
Which had a pretty pivotal scene depicting race relations in America during its final episode. Jesse posted, "Why does it all have to deal with Black Lives Matter? We all matter.
Good point.
It's a simple case of friendship between people regardless of race and the handoff of the shield trying to also deal with repercussions, but they have to throw in, hey, white cops and brokers do bad things to black people. I'm very disappointed that every God-going movie and feel-good film that we should get you on your own journey have to go back to politics. Not everyone is racist, and this is all we see now. It's like the people being radicalized are the racist now."
Being racialized, I believe.
Yes,
But
racialized.
I don't
Yeah,
even- I
hey,
mean,
you know what?
I don't even know
you
if
want to
that-
read the post for me?
I don't think either one of those really work in that scenario, but hey, whatever.
Bungan Ditton commented, "If you aren't racist, you have nothing to worry about then." And user UglyButt1112 replied, "If you aren't racist, then you don't have to worry about him complaining about it."
Okay.
To which Bungan Ditton responded, "Well, that makes no sense, but carry on."
That's a great fucking, well, I double dog dare you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, none of this whole real post makes sense to me, and I saw the fucking show, so.
You watched the Marvel show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Can you believe it that I spent 8 hours or whatever watching the gay-ass show for babies?
Yes, I can. As I look around here at your Falcon and Winter Soldier posters you have everywhere. Do you have
There
one?
is a Falcon action figure over there
Okay.
on some of those shelves, yeah.
Yeah, that's behind the 17-inch Hellboy statue over there.
I think it's 20
Made of
inches,
bronze.
actually.
Jesus Christ. I tried to exaggerate at how stupidly big it was, and it's even bigger.
It's a big action figure. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, you're a big action figure. That's what I say, pal.
Boy, you're just flattering me tonight. It's nice.
So, now the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which one? Because I recently actually just watched the last two Avengers movies. Were those guys in there?
Yes.
Which one was which?
Falcon's a black guy, and he flies.
Oh, okay. And then Winter Soldier is the guy who's
the arm.
like, boy, it is fitting those guys have a TV show because they are not actual actors. They are not movie actors.
The characters are not good. They have no chemistry together. It's
No.
pretty good to make an entire TV show around
It seems like the most wooden characters in the whole billion-dollar franchise. I don't know how they even got on there.
Because like after the show wrapped, they're like, "You guys got anything else going?" They're like, "Yeah, not really."
Like, no,
we were
because
kind of like,
we're not good at what we do.
we're
So
going cashing this one out.
we figured we just have residuals till we die. But if you want to,
Oh, you want to give us more money to do more dumb gay shit for babies?
there will not be residuals for these TV shows though, because these are very disposable Disney Plus programming, from what I understand.
Brother, you got to watch them though. Now that's the thing. You got to watch them to watch the movies. Now they really got you hooked.
I don't. But hey,
Yeah.
I believe Marvel started out as a comic book thing. Is that correct?
That's true.
So, speaking of comic books, why don't we play a game? A little something we like to call Christian's Comic Conundrum.
Christian's Comic Conundrum.
Okay.
All right, so folks, those of you that may not have listened to early episodes of the show, what this is that I go and find 3 comic book characters, and then what I do is I read them off to Geiger, and he has to guess what the powers of these characters are.
Yeah. Basically, you name an obscure comic book character, and I have no idea what the fuck these things are, because I'm cool. And but I believe, as we discussed, this would be somewhat BLM themed in some
Absolutely, yes.
capacity.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see what that means.
Wonderful. Well, let's go ahead and unveil the first character that I found.
Okay.
That is 100% BLM theme, I would say.
Okay.
This character's name is... Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to learn how to use the thing again.
Okay.
Brother Voodoo.
Brother Voodoo is the character? Oh, that's good. Okay, Brother Voodoo. Let's see. Oh, it's playing more. I don't know if you want that to happen.
Shit. Hold on.
That's fine. I'm not looking. Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, now it's
my
showing
God.
all of them. God
Jesus
damn it.
Christ. Hey, I'm
All
not
right, here we
looking.
go.
That's all.
Okay,
that
we got
matters.
it. We got it.
All right. So Brother Voodoo. Obviously, I'm thinking. What I'm picturing, maybe it's just because I'm thinking of the only voodoo correlated character in comic books that I know of is Gambit. Gambit?
Nope.
Isn't he? Who's the guy that throws the cards?
Gambit, yeah, but
But
he's not voodoo.
But isn't he from New Orleans?
Oh,
There you go.
He's Cajun. Okay.
See?
All right.
There's a connection. Am I wrong?
The guy's got it.
So anyway, this is Gambit's sidekick, and he throws poker chips.
Okay. All right. You know what? You're kind of pulling punches
right.
early on this one, but no. So Brother Voodoo, whose name is Jericho Drum,
Okay.
is a fictional character appearing in American Marvel comic books. He is a practitioner of voodoo and black magic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He is starting his own feature horror comic themes, Tales of the Zombie.
Okay.
He is from Haiti, and he discovers that his twin brother is dying, a victim of a voodoo sorcerer. He claims he's possessed by the spirit of the serpent god Dambala, and just before he dies, his brother Daniel makes him vow to be to visit his mentor Papa Jumbo to
Oh my
become
God.
Brother Voodoo.
That's great.
Yeah, so he's basically he's Black Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he is.
What would Black Doctor Strange's name be? Doctor Whack? Doctor Doctor Helena? I don't know.
There we go.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what we
Great.
have here.
This next character's name is Moon Girl.
Moon Girl. Okay. Well, okay, I'm definitely picturing a gal who, I mean, I'm picturing because I can see her from here, but beyond that, looks like she has, from my angle, she has a basketball in her hand. I really can't even.
That is a punching glove, a
Okay.
boxing
The
glove.
laptop's too far. One of the many we have here, but So yeah, I'm guessing she uses her boxing glove to knock people to the moon. Would
Okay.
be my guess. She appears to be of the urban persuasion,
Okay, well,
not just
that's
from
fair.
well, as opposed to Voodoo, who's not urban. He's in the bayou. But yeah, she seems to be perhaps a friendly slash sort of the potentially a Catwoman to the Black Spider-Man guy. That what Miles whatever.
Miles Morales.
Yes, that's right.
Sure. No.
Okay.
No. Lunella Lafayette is a 9-year-old girl.
Lafayette, another
Yeah.
Cajun.
is a 9-year-old girl who's described as the smartest character in the Marvel universe.
Wow.
She is an inventor. She is a scientist, and she also can control a giant dinosaur called Devil Dinosaur.
Oh man.
So you were a little off on that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I think I like my idea better.
Sure.
All right, let's wrap it up. We have another character, the last one for Christian's comic conundrum. Which one's this?
This guy is named Ebony White.
Oh my god. Well, okay, Ebony White. Oh man, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm picturing a sort of a guy who's because it's a sort of an unusual name, kind of seemingly clashes with itself. I'm picturing like a Riddler kind of character where it's people are like, Ebony White, what is he? They don't know which kind of guy he is, an ebony or a white. So it helps. That's his superpower, is confusing people when he shows up on the scene.
Okay. All right.
All
Like
right.
that. Okay.
That's what we got.
He is the black sidekick to Denny Colt, the Spirit, the title character of the comic book The Spirit.
God, never even heard of that guy.
He is, hold on here. He is about 12 years old, and he has the ability to drive a car and occasionally works as a taxi driver, but his occupation has given him an encyclopedic comprehension of Central City where the stories are located. In many stories, he exhibits an above-average knowledge of science. For example, in one installment, he constructed a Morse code transmitter.
Okay.
Very cool. The character is cited as an example of racial stereotyping in mainstream 20th century United States culture. His name is a racial pun, and his short stature and exaggerated facial features, which include large white eyes and thick pinkish lips, are typical of the era's darky interpretation of blacks.
Great. So, how'd I do? 0 for 3 is what we would guess?
I think so. I think you batted...
Closest I had was
goose
Brother
eggs on
Voodoo, but
that.
even that wasn't even close. That's too bad. Hey, it was good to see Christian's Comic Conundrum for the last time ever.
Never again.
We haven't
Never
done
again.
that one in probably 3 years, from what I can gather. Enjoy it while you can, folks. Go back to some of those old episodes. I couldn't even imagine when's the last time we did that. All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there. And all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.